He's got 7. BMW M3. I mean, when in doubt, go to Napa. A cross reference. So we found for the banjo crush washers for 6 liters, 6.4. So we got our crush washers in, got them found. Again, there's your part number. Crush washers. 12 millimeter by 17. So now we've got these on kind of somewhat. I'm gonna put the turbo on and let's start, keep going. For those of you that wondered, when you don't take the degas connection out of the front cover, you use a little crow's foot right here and torque that thing down. That way you don't have to take the tube off and you torque that even though it's in the way. Bag it, had the oil temp too. Rear EGR cooler stud. Little rubber cap for it. Oh, and I just lost it. Yeah, it bounced that back here somewhere. Right here. So we're getting it buttoned up here. I'm gonna put this stud on here. Right there. Put the other oil cooler one right there. That one right there, and at least try to put all the caps back that were on here. That's what we like to do. So we are just about ready to drop the cab. I'm gonna go ahead and put the fan shroud and the fan, get all that put on, cover up the front. But the intake elbow, it does have the Banks kit. It's got the pipes with the Banks kit. That guy goes right there, and she is monstrous. And the tube is like to here. It's so close. It's well, I don't know how close it is, but it's real close, pain in the butt to put on. That's kind of a big, throaty little bastard, and we got to get some 2 O-rings for the inside bolts right there. We'll put an O-ring in there and an O-ring in there so that when we tighten it down, it will kind of try to seal any crankcase gases out, because they will leak right there. I think we had little O-rings for here, little washer, but yeah, this is kind of a pain in the butt to get on, so we're gonna deal with that here in just a second. Okay, drop the cab down. I hooked up some of this stuff, these crankcase vent tubes and all that, but I'm gonna have to figure out how they go. I hooked them up and ran them all up there, and I was like, man, I bet you there's those crankcase, these tubes, these 2 right here. You know, because they need to go in their certain spot, and some wires go on this side of it and some go on this side, so we just have to pay attention. I hooked it all up and I was like, oh crap. And it goes on here really good. That connection right there, that one is a very good connection. It pops on there, it gets on this hose real good. So I just left it, popped it up there, and got all the parts bungeed over. We're ready to start buttoning her up. So I've been fighting this power steering line down here on the back. The one on the back of the hydro boost. That little guy right there. Okay, that little guy right there. Yeah, I've been fighting him. And then I got down and I walked around. I looked at what everybody else was doing in the shop, walked around, came back, and swear to God, first second I touched it to it, it went right on. Yeah. Very nice.
Usually the way it works.
Now I'm gonna put this lower power steering line on. This is a messy son of a gun. Cody had a problem with this one. This clamp right here, this is on the lower power steering reservoir, and it's bent down like that. I'm not exactly sure why it's bent down, because there's enough room to have it straight, but we need to get these on like a very good set of ice grips, and
we'll shoot across the shop.
Almost having, let's see if it's.
It's even more fun when they lock.
Okay, let's pull this out. And then what, good practice. See, we take all the clamps all the way off the hoses, clean them up. Well, we're working on it. It's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on under the hood of this. I moved a couple of clamps. Put a couple of things different ways than what I normally would, but like this tube is very much of a challenge to get in. The other one is to just to physically get it apart. Like, I don't think they'd ever blow off. I mean, well, I'm sure they have. Probably people say, I blow them off all the time, whatever. They're hard to take off. So we're getting there. Just look around, and I'm all done down there. I got all the power steering done. We're just waiting on degas bottle and then the cac tubes. And this side over here, I got the cac tubes on. We got to vac down the AC. And I mean, we're close.
Finish all the stuff underneath.
Yeah, I haven't done anything underneath. But all that stuff's like 5 minutes. Okay, it takes a long time. It's a pain in the butt. All right, well, putting all this stuff together, all the different kits and things that there are on this truck, there's just a lot. There's so much. There's still, Chris, you got some stuff to hook up. As of right now, there's still some stuff to hook up because I was getting all that put together, and then, yeah. Some of this might be routed different. The oil line, might have to put that wherever you want it. I wanted to put it so the cac tube can come off, so you don't have to, but hell, it's movable easy. It doesn't matter. Here it is though. We're getting there. We're about to put the bumper on right now. Haven't fired it yet. We'll fire it in a little bit. Okay, so we got to go to O'Reilly's this morning. They did not have head gaskets in yesterday. Chris's truck, we're gonna go drive it up. Take a quick look at it beforehand. Kids are working, cleaning the floor. But me and Julie are gonna go drive Chris's truck and go to the O'Reilly's right now and find out why they didn't have head gaskets in stock for us. Because, you know, if we're gonna deal with a certain store like O'Reilly's, we get Felpro head gaskets from O'Reilly's because they're close. So we're gonna go there, make sure they're gonna keep 4 sets of 20s and 18 head gaskets in stock. Smells freshly assembled. Now I do want to hook up to it. It's bone smooth right now. And you put it in gear and it kind of lopes a little. Just a little. But it does have a big cam and got big tuning in it. So we're gonna hook up real quick and just, let's see. All right, let's see if any of the cylinders do anything. Oh my God, they're all over the place. Cylinder 3 is at 10. Cylinder 6 is at 15. Cylinder 1 is at 9. Wow. Wish you could see a line graph. Here. That's what that sounds like when that is doing those funky numbers. I have to drive it. We'll wait for Julie to be here out here in a second. Yeah, those numbers are all over the freaking place. That's nuts. I know we're gonna have a bunch of fuel in the exhaust. Would you look at that? Just passed Joey on his way to work. We're gonna turn around and go back because Julie ain't with us. I just jumped in the truck to run down the street real quick. This is the first drive in it. Not gonna lie, it runs pretty freaking good though. You could not feel any of that missing at all. It must just be in tuning, how the tuning is set up, because kind of like a race car type of tuning. I have no idea, but it gets on it. It moves. Julie's finally coming. We're ready to go to O'Reilly's. Here, I thought I'd look at this. It's all the way up to temperature. Actually, Dawn went and drove it too. It's all the way warmed up. Look what we got here. -2 on cylinder 3. And a bunch of 1s. Look at cylinder 4. That's where we had the problem. It's rock solid 0. So we're dealing with just either tuning with funny injectors. When you put it in gear, it goes crazy. Like all kinds of crazy. Yeah. But it accelerates fine. Everything seems good. Let's see. It like instantly jumps into gear.
Head northwest on State Highway B toward Firefly Avenue. Continue on State Highway B for 4 miles.
No, that feels wonderful. Let's get straight with the highway real quick.
Continue on I-29 north for 18 miles.
Hold this gear for a minute. Oh, it grabbed it. It went ahead and grabbed the next gear. I was accelerating. Yeah, this transmission's nuts. It's